Hey, what's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are finally getting to LEGO Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures. This is Chapter 1, The Lost Temple Story. We're going to go ahead and trudge our way through, as we always do, working our way, getting those characters and that studdage up so we can get that free play preparations done, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the free play and get all of those mini kits, which happen to be little treasure chests. That's right, treasure! Now, along the way, we are going to be watching the cutscenes and the story bits. Now, a lot of these have some copyrighted audio. As you might have noticed, there's already some audio missing, and I am also talking over this first cutscene here. But I just kind of wanted to lay the pavement, so to speak, and get you guys an idea of what is ahead of us on this road to 100%. Now, we're also playing this on the Xbox 360 version, which is being played on the Xbox One. The reason is because there are achievements. We're going to follow that list as we usually do, and we have a guide that should be up on our website sooner than later if it's not already there, and those videos that we provide will be accommodated as well. So, that being said, let's go ahead and jump in after this cutscene wears out here. This is a classic. Now, there's a lot of things in this game that are sort of primitive in the way we look at LEGO these days, but it's still fun. I love the LEGO Indiana Jones series. I've just never had a chance to play it, so this is going to be exciting. All right, so story bits. We've got, what's his name? How do I say it? Is it Satipo? Setipo? I don't know. I know he says it in the movie. I even watched it recently trying to get it, but I've totally botched it already. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and start paying attention to these little glowing circles on the ground. If you haven't figured it out already, that's where Indy's going to go ahead and use his whip to get across. Once we get over there, we should be able to get our buddy with us who has the shovel. And you notice I gave him a little whip and he whacked him back with the shovel. That was actually not intentional in any sort of the way, but I found it to be quite hilarious. We'll go ahead and use the shovel to dig up what happens to be a bridge all nicely rolled up. That was convenient. And as we roly-poly down. Now this, I did a trial run here where I found the way through. Because I really was inexperienced with Indy, his whip, and how to, the different things worked. So I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing as I played through. So I went ahead and did a run, and I was able to manipulate these guys and make them puke out studs. But I was not able to do that here. Now, I know I have to stand on the... but look, I even stand... I'm like, wait, what's going on? So anyways, we'll go ahead and find some spikes the hard way, which I recommend not doing. And we'll go ahead and keep on with the keeping on down to the bottom of the hill where we'll use our shovel here. Now, it's handy. Now, again, we're in story, so there's going to be certain characters that have the abilities we need, so we're going to have to be switching back and forth. And I already like this. The toggle is so much smoother and better than it was in our last game that we covered, which more recently was the LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Now, we've also been playing LEGO Star Wars 3 if you've been following along with our live streams, but we covered that many, many years ago. Doug took care of us and put those videos out, which allowed me to come back and play it live on stream, which is kind of fun. So, all right, we went ahead and built up the old rock there, pushed them both into place, stood on both switches, and it allowed us to open the door. Now we'll go ahead and build up this nice little raft where our buddy Satipo, however you say it, we'll go ahead and... look at this, he's playing Bloxies. He's the crocodile, more like Blockadile, right? He was totally blocking me from getting where I was trying to go. All right, dad jokes are going to be aplenty in this series, so definitely get ready for those. All right, we're going to go ahead and make our way up the hill here. We find a couple of spiders. You guys know I hate them spiders. Not a big fan of the arachnids. And we'll go ahead and press our luck, touch all of those pads, and get those spears to come up. We'll smash them and get that studdage, as we are going to need it, as there are some red bricks coming up. Now, our guide, which has been put all together already, again, I'm not sure if it's on the website yet. I don't think it is. We'll make sure we get that figured out. But essentially, there are some cheat codes that are available. But again, as per usual, I'm going to recommend you guys don't use them unless you absolutely need them, because we've got a lot of reports over the years of people using those cheat codes and then not being able to complete 100% due to the fact that the cheat codes unlock something that the game didn't recognize was unlocked. I know it's kind of confusing, but speaking of confusing, we'll go ahead and use our whip to get out onto this newly found area where we'll drop that box on the middle spot there, and that will allow us to stand on both the left and the right ones, dropping those spikes to go ahead and allow our buddy to get through. Once we do that, he goes ahead and rolls out all the spikes, gets rid of them, and now Indy can step on this newly found pad and whip it good to go ahead and whip out some of, well, I guess there's some bricks that'll turn into a ladder. Go ahead and build those up. Now, there is a mini kit. We've actually already passed. That'll be the second one. We're going to go ahead and come back and get all of those in free play. The only time we will get a mini kit in story is if there is absolutely no way around it. If the story forces us to grab it, we will grab it, and then once we return in free play, we'll be 1 or 2 short, whatever it is. But if we don't have to grab them now, we're going to save them. The reason is because not everybody watches these story videos, and a lot of people like watching just one video. Now, financially, I'll be honest, having you guys watch 2 videos to get the information you need, watch time, views, and all the ad potential, that's way better for us. But I know that's not better for you guys. So we've always tried to do it that way, where we get them all in one video. Now, some of our earlier stuff didn't use that because we weren't smart. We had to get good. But we finally got gooder, and now we're ready to roll. All right, we got some more of these spikes. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with, like, playing with death here. I totally step out. And one of these days, I'm going to catch a hot one. It's going to spike me to, well, to little bricks. All right, we'll go ahead and, as we make it into the new room, we'll jump up. This is actually going to allow us to pull down this lever, which gives us a key. Now we can go ahead and spin to win here, and you got to keep on with the keeping on until it actually stops. So it's not like you can mess this up. You don't have to go backwards. There's no perfect alignment. It's just do it till it's done. All right, it's officially done. We'll cross it. Now, this is actually going to take us into a cutscene once we get out there. But first, I wanted to check my luck down below and see what's going down. It looks like we got a few studs. Probably could make a few more if we continued on, but it was a funny angle. I don't like that way the camera is. I don't know why that is. There's a couple of times that Lego does this. Resident Evil games do that too. It drives me nuts how they get this weird fixed camera up in the corner that makes it so awkward. All right, again, audio has been removed from these cutscenes. Now, as time goes on, I will likely not talk my way through all of the scenes. So even if there is some audio that's been removed, maybe I'll find some sweet non-copyrighted elevator music or something to slide in there, or something like that. But as mentioned, I will be jumping out of some of these cutscenes in the future, and hopefully it wasn't too loud or awkward in this one. I'll have to go ahead and adjust the volume on those to make sure it works. All right, we've officially gotten out of the trouble in that one room by just simply advancing out the back door there. Giggity. And now we just got to run. There's a couple of little spots that we can tuck into to avoid being crushed by these rolling rocks. What are those anyways? They look like some sort of like snowman gone wrong or something, like rolling down there. Like, what is that? I'm not even sure. It's some sort of relic, I guess, but... All right, up here we find a blue and some others too, and oh no, I basically messed up all of those that I gained, lost them by dying. We'll go ahead and drop over here. Hopefully Indy will follow. Oh yeah, this is fun. Watch this. Watch the AI get wrecked. That's twice. Here comes third time. Let's see here. Anybody want to take any guesses on how many times it'll take? Oh, 4 times. Look at that. First try. Nailed it. Basically, we needed both characters over there to go ahead and pull that lever down, which lifts up that ledge and allows the rock to go ahead and make its way and bust open that gate. Now, there is another mini kit that we are going to methodically miss. Now, it is possible that you guys might grab this on your way through as I do some weird, awkward landing there. But it is okay. If you guys get these mini kits before, it doesn't matter. The only problem that might arise is later you might do the free play and only finish with 8 or 9 and be wondering, well, which one did I miss? You know, so that's going to be the problem. But we always have those quick links down below in the video description, so hopefully that will help out. All right, we safely avoided that giant boulder, which has always been a really epic moment in this series. And I thought this was really sweet right here. I never knew this. You guys know who that is? I won't fully ruin it, but there is an Easter egg right here. And it's, kind of a spoiler alert. Yeah, that might be. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's acknowledging it. I think if you haven't figured it out by now, I don't know if there's any help in it. But pretty sweet stuff. I actually didn't know that. To be honest with you, it's been a while since I've watched Indiana Jones. When we watched it with Reese recently, it wasn't necessarily... so I wasn't watching. I was kind of editing and working while watching, so I missed some of the details. So I didn't even recognize... And not that I would have recognized him, but... Anyways, all right. Fun little cutscene, Easter egg there, if you will. We're on the run now. Run. Da-na-na-na-na. All right, bad meme. All right, we'll go ahead and, all right, we got control. I don't know why it took so long to let me get in, but it did. We'll go ahead and kick our way down here. Again, just grabbing a few more studs. Really what we need to do is switch over to our mechanic here. He's going to go ahead and drop the one box into... Actually, I don't think we need him to do it. Either character should be able to drop this. We will need the mechanic in a minute to fix once we get all the parts. But Andy's going to be needed over on this dock. He will whip it good and go ahead and grab that box of parts. We'll drop it on the spot here. And now we'll go ahead and use our mechanic to build... He's like, get out of the way, Andy. And well, actually, it looks like Andy will build it for us. Once we get it completed, though, we'll jump up on the top wing here and press that B button to fix machinery. And look at that. I almost called it the circle button, if I'm being honest. I'm glad it popped up and said use the B button. Once the plane propeller is officially fixed, the final cutscene ensues. And again, in future story videos, I will not be talking over these cutscenes, so you'll be able to hear the grunts and groans and whatever music isn't copyrighted, which is pretty fun. Oh, it's a snake. Why does it always have to be snakes? I look forward to that part, too. All right, woo to the who. Level complete. Free play on. Lock. We got an achievement. There is nothing to fear here, and that was simply for completing the level. We also got Jacques, which was nice. True Adventurer fell a little short of that 30K requirement, but that's okay. We weren't really looking for that yet. We were trying to stack them up, but we weren't on that grind. Hopefully, we won't have to be. We'll have to see. But guess what, guys? That is going to go ahead and do it for LEGO Indiana Jones Chapter 1, The Lost Temple. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I really am excited for this series. I know a lot of you have been asking for it over the years. It's finally time! So, anyways, lots more to do. As always, until next time...